Hello, friends, and welcome into New York Giants Now. I am your host, Tom Downey, here to discuss the potential impact of first-round rookie Kadarius Toney as the hype train more and more begins to get out of control. The first-round pick out of Florida, the Giants traded down, then they ended up adding him with that pick they acquired from the Chicago Bears. The hype train around Toney is getting louder and louder, as it always does with first-round picks, right? Now, my concern is that the Giants are going to have to scheme for Toney early. But as we saw at Florida, which at times did scheme for him, as, smart organizations and coaching staffs do, once the ball in his hands, he is profoundly productive. The year he had in 2020 was incredible, and it truly was a breakout year for the former Florida Gator receiver. 70 catches, 984 yards, 10 touchdowns, averaged over 14 yards per catch. The playmaking that Toney offered, mostly out of the slot, but did offer some outside receiving ability, is certainly appealing to a team that is trying to give Daniel Jones every single opportunity possible to prove he is the guy for the New York Football Giants. So is Toney the missing link? Get your votes in for me in the comment section. Is he one of the pieces on the offense that will help unlock Daniel Jones' potential? Get your votes in for me. Type Y for yes or type in N for no. Now, the addition of Toney comes after the Giants added several other pieces to the wide receiving core. And I'll include tight ends for the purpose of this conversation as well. There was Kenny Golladay. He's going to be the wide receiver 1. Darius Slayton lines up on the outside as wide receiver 2. Sterling Shepard will get some slot and some outside reps, so he's still going to be involved. Evan Engram, in theory, will learn how to catch this year and will have a breakout season. Kyle Rudolph also on the roster, and they added John Ross and Dante Pettis, who, well, they were once highly touted draft picks. I don't believe Toney is going to be close to the lead receiver or even the featured one on this roster. There are some other names that I wanted to mention as well in terms of how the ball is going to be divvied about in New York. Kenny Golladay is going to be the number one guy. They gave him a very large contract. He's an outside receiver. I think he'll fare well. Toney is not going to eat into Galladay's touches. Those are two very different receivers. Golladay, outside, possession, big body, contested catch player, vertical threat. Toney can do some vertical stuff, but a lot more short passing game. In reality, I think where Toney will take most of the touches and snaps from in terms of guys on the roster last year is Sterling Shepard. The addition of Toney, I think, will drastically reduce the production and role for Shepard in 2021. He'll still play, but it's going to be kind of a rotation amongst those three of Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton, and Toney, especially early. I also think there will be a little bit less role for Evan Engram. There were a couple jet sweeps in there, which I didn't mind because Ingram's a great athlete, but even though he somehow was a Pro Bowler in 2021, which does not really make any sense to me, period, I think that you'll see Toney be the one schemed for more often than Engram. I don't fully trust Jason Garrett's ability to scheme for a playmaker. He didn't do a great job of that in Dallas. But plays like jet sweeps, the new and fun jet touch pass as well, screens, those are all in the Jason Garrett playbook. And my suspicion, a lot of those touches will go to Kadarius Toney now, more so than Evan Engram or Sterling Shepard.